Hey, today we're gonna talk about the Basketball Wives LA Season 2, Episode 14. It's the season finale. The girls, they meet up on the bus and they all going to breakfast or whatever, and they kind of still feeling it from last night, but they're going to breakfast or whatever. Well, they're going to make breakfast. That's what we find out. The first they was like, we're going to breakfast, and then they get there and they like, oh, we making breakfast. So they making breakfast, and you can tell that Jackie has an attitude. And she just pouting or whatever, but she says that in her confessionals that she had got a text message from Chantel, and that Chantel had informed her that her and Laura talked, and that Laura reached out to her, which everybody know that's a lie. Chantel reached out to her, but we'll get back to that. So they all cooking or whatever, and then they go to the table and they sit down, all the girls sit down because they have separated the girl into cooking in little teams or whatever. So they all get back to the table, and Bambi knows that Malaysia is, that Jackie's upset, so she asks her what's wrong. So then she brings up to Jackie, Laura, you talked to my daughter, and Chantel informed me that you talked to her. So then Laura, can we get some privacy? Because, she got to spin it for her. And she tells Jackie that she loves her, and she did meet with Chantel, and it wasn't like that. And after she had a talk with Chantel, she feels bad, and she loves Jackie, and yada, yada, yada. And I'm in my TV looking like, what the fuck? That's just lying. That's not what happened. That's not what we saw. So, after all of that, they finished with their little breakfast or whatever. Malaysia, they go check on Drea because she had a hangover and she wasn't feeling good. So then they tell her about the text message or whatever, and Drea just immediately was like, that shit ain't cool. Like, you don't play with nobody's kids, regardless if they grown or not. You just don't play with nobody's kids. Which I agree with that. You don't. And then they get up, let's go out. She like, I'm sick. And then they bring up something, and she was like, I'm bleeding too. I'm been vomiting and bleeding at the same damn time. And I'm like, didn't you last night show your ass with no panties on the balcony? I hope that shit started when you got back to the hotel. I'm just saying. I like Drea, but I'm just saying. Anyway, Malaysia meets up with Laura, and she's telling her, we really haven't talked, or whatever. And, she was like, I'm going to tell you why. She was like, because you called Jackie's daughter, and I don't feel like that's right. And she was like, well, yeah, I did meet up with her. She called me, and we were talking, and she was just basically telling her what really, really, really happened. And I was like, why the hell would you tell Malaysia and not Jackie? That I just didn't get. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like that was some childish ass shit that Laura, I don't like her, and I'm glad she was like the last episode. I'm glad she ain't hopefully not coming back next season because bitch, you was childish. And yes, I said bitch, you was childish. Anyway, after they talked, Malaysia really wasn't. She was like, what the fuck? Because she really was confused because she was like, wait a minute, I'm hearing two different sides. Like Jackie telling me that you call her, you telling me different sides. So whatever. Then the ladies all meet up back on the bus, and they talking. Bambi just started going in about, oh my God, it's swamps over here, it's hotels over here. But you in New Orleans. Where did you think you were going? That is the country. That is what Louisiana is. I don't know. But anyway, they all get on the boat, and they laughing and talking, and that was like the only time on the show everybody got along when they were looking at damn alligators. Anyway, Bambi, Laura, and Gloria, they meet up to have drinks or whatever, and they immediately go in about Drea lying about she supposed to be sick, and Drea was doing this and this with somebody named Marcus, like that's her manager, and all this stuff. And I was like, bitch, what do that have to do with y'all? What do her not hanging with y'all because she said she was sick? Y'all don't like her anyway, so what does that matter? I just didn't get that part. But then they called. What's her stupid name? Bambi called and Marcus and was not Marcus, Drea, and was like acting like she was her friend and was acting like, why you not here and why are you treating me like this? Because I hang with the girls and sisters. That didn't have nothing to do with our conversation. Why would you even bring that up? You were trying to be messy as shit right there, Bambi, and I didn't like that. Then Gloria calls Marcus, and she questioning him about Drea. I didn't get that either. Childish ass messy bitches. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, the next day, oh no, they go to the psychic. Yada yada yada, cause that shit I just didn't get, cause it was all about the lady talking about Jackie and her mom and her sisters and yada 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 yada. That shit was boring. I got up and made my baby something to eat, cause I felt like that shit was stupid. Drea, they on the bus, they talking, she talking to the girls, and she's telling them how Gloria called her manager Marcus and was questioning him and stuff. So then when the girls get on the bus, Drea immediately goes in and asks Gloria, like, what's up with you calling him? So she was like, yeah, because you said you were sick. She was like, I ain't great in school. Like, y'all call her the principal. Like, what the hell? Like, am I in trouble? So then all of a sudden, that shit just went left. They was arguing. Then Bambi jumps her big booty hoe ass in, and she gets on Drea about some bullshit she tried to make it about her. I didn't get it. Then, next thing you know, Gloria said something. Bambi said something. It was just a gang of we don't know who said what, but I knew Bambi swung on her, and Malaysia jumped up, and Laura jumped up, but Laura didn't want it because she knew what was gonna happen on that bus with the two Compton girls against the two Oakland girls. She just knew how that fight was for to go. I'm not saying because of where they from, but I'm just saying that that fight wasn't gonna go in Gloria and Laura's favor. That's all I'm saying. What else happened? Bambi swings on her. Okay, whatever. Then they all separate, and then they all talking about each other. And then Gloria's like, oh, I bet you this has something to do with Jackie. And you can't blame Jackie for that argument. You cannot. Like, I don't get how she just blamed Jackie for that argument when y'all bitches was the ones being messy. That's how that shit came up, and that's how that went down. So I'm going to need you to take a bench, not a seat, a whole goddamn bench. Anyway, all the girls meet up for their last night because Malaysia feel like they need to talk because, you know, she the peacemaker, so she feel like they need to talk. She starts saying, well, what they was there for, and then she tells them that it's been a problem. Everybody needs to talk. Everybody needs to go around the table, say what they got to say. Don't nobody interrupt. That's how it was supposed to go. That's not how it went, but that's how it was supposed to go. So Bambi like, okay, well, Drea, you can speak first and I'll be quiet and I'll let you say what you got to say. So Drea was just telling her how she felt or whatever, and was like, you know, Drea was just like, I was a real friend to you. You just didn't want to accept it. Basically. That's basically what she said. And Bambi, once again, didn't want to hear because she jumped at the table, acting like she was like about it, and wanted to fight. Malaysia had to jump up and tell him to shut the fuck up. And she was just like, this shit is like going left. Like, this shit don't need to be. It's going to go too far. Which it was already going far, but whatever. But she told her to shut up. Last night, Bambi was acting like she wasn't listening to Malaysia, but she did not jump at Malaysia. That's damn sure. So she sits down, and then here comes Bambi. She telling Gloria she shouldn't have said what she said at that time, but that's how she felt. So Gloria's over there like, well, I still don't feel like you should have said anything because you didn't have all the facts. I don't care if she didn't have all the facts. She was just trying to be a mediator in that whole situation. So Gloria shut the hell up. Like I said, have a whole bench. Jackie, she said what's wrong about. She was telling everybody how she was apologizing how she acted last season, and she was just pouring her heart and saying these girls shouldn't be arguing, they should be friends, and yada. And she was acting like she was crying, and but I didn't see no tears until the end. And Laura was looking at her like, bitch, I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you saying, whatever. So this was the whole episode of season 2, episode 14 of the basketball hoes, wives, whatever, jump off sidelines, whatever you want to call them. This was the finale. I'm glad it was the finale because the show was just stupid, ratchet, messy, gossip, childish. I don't know what else to say. I'll be doing my reunion show because I watched that and that shit is ratchet as usual. But I'll bring that one up. So make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at thaghettoview, THA, not THE. Instagram, Miss Nika69. Talk to me and I'll talk back.